Episode 1, The Last Act of Courage. The city never truly slept. Neon lights shimmered off rain-slick streets, and the faint hum of cars echoed through the night like restless spirits searching for purpose. Among the rushing crowds and blaring horns walked Kaito Ishida, a 17-year-old high school student with tired eyes and a kind heart, the sort of boy who often went unnoticed in the noise of the world. He wasn't particularly strong, nor especially smart, but his friends always said one thing about him: Kaito's the kind of guy who helps even when he doesn't have to. That night, as he walked home from his part-time job at a convenience store, a gentle drizzle began to fall. Kaito tilted his head toward the sky, watching the city lights blur into streaks of color through the rain. He smiled faintly. "Another day done," he whispered. Another small step. He didn't know it yet, but this would be his last night in that world. At the corner of the street, the pedestrian signal flashed green. A small crowd gathered, waiting to cross. Among them was an old man hunched under a worn umbrella, his hands trembling as he clutched a bag of groceries. The bag looked heavy for him, too heavy. When the light turned, the old man took a slow, shaky step forward. At that exact moment, the roar of an engine broke through the rain. A delivery truck, its tires screeching, headlights blinding, tore through the intersection, ignoring the red light. Gasps filled the air. Someone screamed. And without thinking, Kaito moved. He dropped his umbrella and dashed forward. Everything slowed, the rain, the sound, even the beat of his heart. His mind screamed, "Move faster," but his body was already doing it. He reached the old man, shoved him out of the way, and turned just in time to see the truck's headlights swallow him whole. The impact came with a soundless flash. Then, darkness. At first, there was nothing, no pain, no sound. Just a soft, endless void. Kaito blinked, or tried to. He wasn't sure he still had a body. "Where am I?" he murmured. His voice didn't echo. But a moment later, light began to bloom around him, warm and golden, like the first sunrise after a long winter. It expanded until the void turned into something vast, an endless ocean of stars beneath his feet, and above him, a celestial sky that shimmered with colors no human eye could name. He stood there, awestruck. "Beautiful, isn't it?" The voice was calm, deep and ancient, echoing through the cosmos like it had existed before time itself. Kaito turned. A man, or something beyond a man, stood before him. He wore flowing white robes that shimmered like liquid starlight. His eyes held galaxies within them, and his presence alone made Kaito's soul tremble. "What? Who are you?" Kaito asked, his voice small. The figure smiled. "A simple way to put it, I am what you humans call God." Kaito froze. His mind scrambled to process it. God? So, I'm dead? "Yes, your mortal body perished in your world, but your final act, the courage to save a stranger at the cost of your own life, did not go unnoticed." Kaito looked down. The image of the old man's terrified face flashed in his memory, followed by the blinding lights of the truck. His chest tightened. The divine figure's smile softened. "He lives. Because of you." Kaito exhaled a shaky breath of relief. A small smile found its way onto his lips. "That's good. I'm glad." For a moment, silence filled the realm. The kind of silence that was peaceful, not empty. Then, God's expression changed, becoming thoughtful. "Tell me, Kaito Ishida, what do you desire now?" "Desire," Kaito echoed. "I don't really know. I guess. I wish I could have done more. I was always ordinary. I wanted to help people, but in the end, I couldn't even protect myself." The divine figure chuckled softly. a sound like a wind passing through ancient bells. You see yourself as ordinary. But courage, true courage, does not belong to the strong or the powerful. It belongs to those who act, even when they are afraid. Kaito looked up, meeting God's gaze. The being raised a hand, and a swirl of light appeared between them. Visions of vast kingdoms, dragons soaring through the clouds, knights wielding blades that gleamed with magic, and mountains where crystals pulsed with ancient energy. Then perhaps, the deity said, you should have a chance to live a life where courage can flourish. A world of swords and sorcery, of danger and discovery. One where your heart will determine your destiny. Kaito's eyes widened. You mean reincarnation? A nod. Yes. I will send your soul to another world, one untouched by your earth. There, you will begin anew. You will retain your memories, though your body will be reborn. You will grow, learn, and perhaps uncover why courage chose you. Kaito hesitated. I don't deserve something like that. You do, the divine voice replied, because even when you had nothing to gain, you chose to save another life. That is the essence of true heroism. The stars around them brightened. The golden light thickened, wrapping around Kaito's form. He swallowed hard. Then, I accept. God smiled, serene and knowing. Very well, Kaito Ishida. From this moment, your soul shall walk a new path. Kaito felt the light pull him upward, warm and infinite. His consciousness began to fade, not into darkness this time, but into something soft and peaceful. Wait, he called out, as his voice echoed. Will I ever remember this place? The answer came faintly, like a whisper on the wind. When the time is right, the light will remind you. The next sound he heard was crying, a woman's gentle voice mixed with the cooing of a baby. Kaito's eyes fluttered open. The world around him was hazy, the outlines of wooden beams above, the warmth of a fire nearby, and the soft scent of hay and earth. A woman's face came into focus, young, kind, with long brown hair tied back under a simple cloth. Tears streamed down her cheeks as she cradled him close. My beautiful boy, she whispered. Welcome to the world. Kaito blinked in confusion. He tried to speak, but only a small whimper came out. That's when it hit him. His hands were tiny, his body weak and small. I'm a baby. His mind reeled, but no sound escaped his lips. The woman laughed softly, as if sensing his confusion. You'll be strong one day, my little Kaito, she said. Kaito. Somewhere deep inside, he felt warmth bloom, a name carried over by fate itself. Days turned to weeks, and weeks to months. The village was humble. Stone cottages nestled between rolling green hills, rivers that shimmered like crystal, and forests filled with the songs of strange creatures. The people were simple but kind, their lives bound by magic as naturally as breath. And through it all, baby Kaito, or rather, the soul of the boy who once lived on Earth, watched, listened, and remembered. When he gazed at the stars at night, he sometimes thought he saw faint trails of golden light dancing above the sky. And in his heart, a quiet voice echoed, Courage is not born, it is remembered. On his first birthday, as the villagers gathered to celebrate, a sudden gust of wind swept through the courtyard. Tiny blue sparks swirled in the air around Kaito, glowing faintly, before fading into his skin. The villagers gasped, murmuring about a blessing. His mother clutched him close, smiling through tears, and deep within, Kaito understood. The life he had lost was gone. But a new one, full of adventure, magic, and endless possibility, had just begun. He closed his eyes, feeling the warmth of his mother's embrace. "I'll live with courage again," he thought. "This time, I'll make it count." Above the village, a single star flickered brighter than the rest, the same light that once guided him through death itself. The tale of Kaito Ishida, the boy who crossed worlds, had begun. Stay tuned for the next episode. How did you like this story? Please like and share this video, and subscribe to our channel. Share your thoughts in the comments. Your feedback will motivate us to bring you more inspiring stories.